As the election year approaches, there's an unusual amount of political activity already, as the questions reflect. I wonder if you would give us your thinking as an experienced politician as to the prime assets of your administration next year and the prime liabilities of your administration.
I think that you wouldn't want to, as we only have a relatively short time, I think that we ought to make a judgment on that in '64, and I say that without any. A lot of these matters, we'll have to decide whether the United States is better off economically than it was before, and whether our position in the world has improved, and whether our prospects for peace are greater, and whether our defenses are stronger, and whether we're making progress at home and abroad. That's a matter which seems to me will be argued very strongly in '64. For example, we can't make a judgment about the state of the economy in '64. I think if they pass our tax bill, we're going to be able to demonstrate a very successful bullion economy for a period of 4 years. If they do not, we'll have a different situation. I cannot tell what our relations will be in Southeast Asia a year from now. I know what results our policy is attempting to bring, but I think that result ought to be judged in the summer of '64 and the fall of '64, and I have hopes that the judgment will be that the economy is moving ahead, that the rate of growth has been almost $100 billion, will have been, from about $500 billion to $600 billion, that we are substantially stronger militarily, that the chances of war have been reduced over Berlin and perhaps in other areas. But I wouldn't want to make those judgments now, because I think we still got a long way to go before next summer. And I think to say that this is the end of the road would be a mistake. I think we ought to be judged by what we do over a 4-year period, and that's the way it's going to be.
Well,
it's too early now.
Could I ask one final thing, sir? If you brought back any dominant impressions from your 2 recent trips to the West and the South, political impressions?
I'd say we're going to have a hard, close fight in 1964, but that's been my impression for a good many months.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.